welcome back to my channel, A Transparent Homeschool. My name is Beth, and if you haven't been here before, I am a homeschooling mom of, well, 3, but I have 4 kids. And today's video is going to be about our homeschooling schedule. So we follow what is called the Sabbath Schooling, and if you are not familiar with that, essentially 6 weeks schooling, 1 week break. 6 weeks schooling, 1 week break. I have notes down here, and that's what I'm going to be looking at, and so I just want to make sure I'm getting all of my thoughts to you guys about the Sabbath Schooling. So the reason that we are doing the Sabbath Schooling, the reason we follow that schedule, our first year was not that way. We did not do 6 weeks on, 1 week off. We did like constant school 5 days a week until Christmas, and it was awful. It was so stressful. Again, I think a lot of it was just the age of my son and my expectations. But anyway, other than that, we didn't take time to slow down and breathe and, you know, rest. We just went like straight through. And so, it was really difficult to do that. And it wasn't until my second year of homeschooling. So this is our 7th year right now. And so it wasn't until our second year of homeschooling that I discovered Sabbath Schooling. Now, I wish that I could give credit to who it was that I heard it from. I don't remember if it was from a book or a podcast or a talk I attended at a homeschool conference, but I just remember having my mind blown and my entire outlook of homeschooling just revolutionized. Just completely blown away at the idea that I can make my own schedule. Like, I can take a break if I want. Yeah, you can. So I did, and it was night and day from the year before that. And so we've done that ever since. And so the first 6 weeks of the year, we really try to be super consistent with everything that we're doing. With the idea of only having to focus on 6 weeks at a time makes things a little bit more manageable, and you do have that 1 week that you're like constantly looking forward to. So when we have a break week, I usually try to plan some exciting like outings that we get to do as kind of like a reward, you know. And I definitely try to plan the spring break week for a break week and the fall break week for a break week. And if it doesn't match up, we're super flexible with it. If like my husband, he works for a university, and so his spring break, whenever that is, like from our last break week, I'll just go that long until spring break. Sometimes that's 7 weeks, sometimes it could be even 8 weeks. I try not to let it go past 8 weeks because that's a long time to school, but sometimes it's 5. And it's just super flexible, and it just comes and goes with us. Again, it's not set in stone. I am very flexible with our schedule now in my homeschool journey. I wasn't before. And so that's also what I love about it, is that it just gives you something to look forward to. It only makes your school schedule like it breaks your school schedule up into 6-week chunks. Very manageable, not stressful at all. I was stressed out my first year so much. This is so much better. And so it's just like rest, right? Rest is so good for our bodies. It's good for our minds, so for our souls, our health. And so why not take a rest week for our homeschool, right? And so that's what we do now. I really encourage you, if you are kind of reaching that burnout period, you know, into your homeschool year, try maybe just taking a week off. And if that's kind of like overwhelming to you, maybe 2 or 3 days first, and then kind of work up to the full week. So practically speaking, I'm just going to show you my calendar and how that works. So the first thing that I do when I plan my school year is I go through and I just label my weeks. So like, here's week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that was for August. And then coming over to September, the first week of September was week 6, and then break week. And then it just continues on. So 7, 8, and then in October we have 9, 10, 11, 12. And then the last week of October is our break week, which is convenient because that's Halloween, so that's super exciting. And then we have November, we school all through November, and then we school the first week of December, and then the second week of December, and that is also our third chunk, the end of our third chunk of our Sabbath schooling, but then we have the rest of December off. So we do take a very large winter break. It's usually about 3.5 weeks, just depending on, like, you know, family celebrations and things like that. But it's usually about 3 weeks, and that's fine. We usually have 2 to 3 break weeks before Christmas, and then we usually have 2 to 3 break weeks after Christmas till the end of the year. So it just really, again, chunks these 6 weeks together, really manageable pieces, and it has made my homeschool journey so much more enjoyable. That Monday, here's a caveat though, that Monday after the break week is usually a tough day at homeschooling, just because you're getting back into the swing of things. I mean, you would think 7 days is not that big of a deal to lose your rhythm and your routine, but by golly, it's always a struggle on that Monday. But then by Tuesday, everything is back to kind of normal and going fine. So that's Sabbath schooling. 6 weeks on, 1 week off. 6 weeks on, 1 week off. And guys, I'm telling you, if you're reaching that burnout, try this. Like, just give it a try, because it can really change things for you. It changed things for me from my first year of just being constantly stressed and burnout all the time about all the stuff we have to do. Take it in 6 week chunks, focus on what you need to, and then you get to have a break week where you don't have to do anything. You can even sleep in if you want to. But again, try it, see if it works for your homeschool, and I really hope it does. I really hope it blesses you, because it's blessed mine, and it has really just set us up for success throughout the years. Some quarters were harder than others, and so those break weeks were exceptionally needed. But other times it's just been a fun break week to have. Again, try it in your homeschool, and I hope it really helps. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.